Previously on 2 Past Midnight.
I don't like funerals. Miss Stan, who you think died?
Did people not die in Arkansas?
I ain't never seen this much death and destruction and cruelty.
Okay, so we have to get it there by the end of the day. Chris, are you ready to do some Smokey and the Bandit shit?
I could see that too. Starts with Jablonski just looking dead on Emmett's shoulders, zooms out to see Emmett to Murph and all of us just basically looking like zombies shuffling away trying to hide, and then it just like focuses on the baby doll like everybody in this group looks just mangled.
So we got back over to Krakow with Harrison and Mr. Stanislav. And they're getting the truck ready, I'm assuming, to go on their run. All right, let me throw you guys on that Krakow map then, unless you're already there. Are you guys on the Krakow map?
Yeah, I've been on the Krakow map the whole time.
Yep.
I got people on multiple different maps, so.
Yeah, when you were like, we're going to move you to the main page, never saw it.
Yeah, I know. That's because I moved everybody else over, other than you and Chris, I guess.
And I think you said we had to go north and then west and then south to get there.
Yeah, because you can't go through Old Town, basically, because that's the, like, super security checkpoint area. It'd be one driving roll to go one hex, and then another, but someone's got to roll recon.
I think you had it so I was doing both.
Yes, you need to do both, because mine is a flat B.
And I don't remember if there are any bonuses because of road or whatever.
You get a +2.
On the recon as well?
No, recon's normal. So, you're in a vehicle, so I think technically you take a minus on a -1 on the recon for being in a vehicle.
That sounds right, for being in a moving vehicle.
Yeah.
That puts me at a D and a C. Oh, gotta go down there. Oh, 2 successes.
Okay. All right, so you're going along, and as you're going, you see a bunch of tents set up along this street. Like, you're going down the road, and there's a whole bunch of tents set up ahead of you and down the main road of where you're going, and it appears to be some sort of open market. It looks like it's not just like a pop-up in the sense that it was like just put up this morning, but it looks like it's regularly here. Kind of like a farmer's market type situation.
Awesome.
So,
Hey, Miss Stan, when we get some money, we can get some actual like homegrown food, some good stuff, and maybe we can find me a shirt with sleeves.
Yeah, I think they'll probably have any clothing you might need there. I'm sure there's hard to find things that might be there, but more importantly, we need to find some materials so we can maybe start fashioning a still.
I know, but I got no sleeves and purple pants.
Adidas pants.
Those are fashionable pants. They're Adidas. Isn't that the thing?
Yeah, but they're purple. I feel like Grimace or something.
Grimace. You don't look angry.
It's a character from McDonald's. Didn't you guys have McDonald's over here?
I never really... Not anywhere I went.
All right, well, never mind. He a big purple guy. So, anyways, I don't care. The clothes work. I was just saying, you know. I would rather try to, like, fit in as just, like, some regular working stiff.
That is awesome, though. We found a market. Fuck
Yeah. And actually, so as you guys are kind of driving past, and, like, there's a whole bunch of people walking around. Like, there's a shit ton of people in this market. And you can hear people, like, you know, bartering as you're kind of driving through there. And as you're looking, you actually see, like, a pickup truck that has like a for sale sign on it, and like things like motorcycles or radios, shit like that. Like there's things that would normally be pretty scarce to just like fucking find. You're like, oh shit, they actually, you see a set of NVGs in one stall. Hazmat suits, things like that. Like basically what I'm saying is like looking at, you're like, holy shit, there's a lot of stuff at this place. Like stuff that would normally be really hard to find. So
noted.
Mechanics wise, that means that like scarce objects are more likely to be there.
Gotcha.
Is what it means. So don't take any of the specifics I said as they'll be there, but
well, yeah, because it's a market. It may be sold by the time we get back there.
right. So there's like on page 90 in the player's handbook, there's a like supplies and quantities list of like what's common stuff to find, what would be scarce things to find, and what kind of things would be rare. So
Gotcha.
So like if you were looking for something specific, basically you roll a D6. Normally it'd be on a 5 or 6 you can find it, but this is like, not normally, but depending on where you are, this is like on a 4 through 6. So, yeah.
Man, Stan, it looks like they got all kinds of stuff here. Can you imagine if we were able to access that all this time we've been running around scrounging for everything? Look at all that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, we got to make some kind of money to buy those things. We got to have something to trade with, and that's why we're doing this run.
I know. I was just getting excited. Stuff like that was we would have killed for some of that stuff.
I bet they even have information there too.
What, by the way, one of the other things that's on the scarce list is gasoline and diesel. Large stills, batteries, generators, dynamite, things like that.
Dynamite.
Anti-tank mines. Things of the sort. All right, so you continue on. Roll me a driving roll and another recon roll.
The driving roll does get a bonus, right? Because we're street.
Yeah, the driving roll gets a +2. The recon roll, you take a -1. So you guys travel a couple more hexes. What's the speed on that, Jeremy?
You talking about the consumption?
No, the speed. Yeah, look up the speed on the truck real quick because I'll explain it rules-wise. So in normal travel mechanics, you're traveling in 10-kilometer hexes. These are 200-meter hexes. The way it works is its travel speed becomes its travel speed for urban travel. It's the same thing, except for the length of time it takes is a stretch instead of a shift. So in the course of 10 minutes, you'd be able to travel X number of hexes.
Travel speed is 9.
Okay. So you'd be able to travel 9 hexes in 10 minutes, which is like 1.8 clicks or something like that. So
How does that work with consumption?
it all gets like it's going to take it out, but I mean it's like in urban operations it had a thing for it. I'll have to look it up later. So we'll just track how many hexes you're traveling and we'll worry about it later, but I guarantee it's not going to be enough that you're going to run out, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Like where are you at right now fuel wise?
76.
Yeah, we're fine. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. There you go. Sorry, I was moving you 9 hexes.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah. And Chris, did you roll another driving roll?
With a +2, so that takes an A and a D to an A and a B. 1 success.
Okay. And then roll me a recon roll.
Still at a -2.
-1.
-1. I told him -1, but it might have been a 2. I don't remember.
Oof. No successes and a 1.
Do you want to push it?
I
wait,
do.
you can't push it because it's a passive roll.
So,
Okay.
no bueno.
Okay. All right. So you keep going. So yeah, so about 20 minutes later, you finally get to the location for the pickup. And you guys come pulling up. They like giving you like the address of where you were going. I don't know the streets in Krakow, so we're going to skip that part.
Yep.
But so you guys were basically given an address and like a what to look for underneath this McDonald's sign type situation.
Miss Stan ain't never seen no McDonald's.
I don't know. I wonder if at this point they had McDonald's in Poland.
I didn't say I'd never seen a McDonald's. I said I didn't understand this grimace. I've never seen grimace. I've seen McDonald's.
I mean, yeah, I bet
didn't
you
go
there
to
was
them much.
McDonald's in the late 90s in Poland.
Yeah.
Not in his town.
Probably not.
He didn't travel much. He's too busy.
All right, so you guys come pulling up, and you're given an address, and you see this gentleman standing there, and he kind of looks over at you all and walks inside the building that he was standing there outside of, and it's the one with the address that you guys were given. And about a minute goes by, and he steps back out and like waves to you guys and points back like down the road and like to the alley. And you hear him kind of yell, like, to the alley in Polish.
Okay. Yeah, he just pull around there on the side, Harrison.
Yeah, I'll pull in right where he told me. You're good with this, right? You think everything's on the up and up?
Do not ask questions, and we won't find out.
So Harrison pulls up, turns into the alley.
Mm-hmm. You start coming down the alley, and out of the back of that building, you see a man dressed in a Soviet uniform come walking out of the building, and he kind of waves to you all, like motions you up.
Stanislav waves.
Yeah. He waves, pulls forward, and he's like, I'm not sure I like this.
Just, you'll be fine. Everything's fine. Just because they're Russians doesn't mean they're that bad. Who knows what's happening? Could be medical supplies. Could be food for orphans. We don't know.
He walks up to the truck. He says, so you must be the men that they sent to pick up, da?
Yes, we are here for pickup. Yeah, they say you give us fuel here?
Da, we have fuel here. We can give you some.
Okay. We fill up and then load up. Whatever you want put in truck, okay?
Was it fill up or just the fuel you would use to
The
get?
fuel we would use.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to...
Okay.
Although, in hindsight, I should have bartered for a full tank of gas.
Yeah.
In addition to... But anyway, it's too late now.
All right. So you see the Soviet soldier like calls back into the building, says something in Russian, which none of you speak Russian, if I remember correctly. And you see a couple other guys come out. One of them's also in a Soviet uniform. The other one's in civilian clothes, and they're carrying these large wooden boxes, these large wooden crates, like Foot Locker size, and they in the back of the truck. And you see the other guy that had like waved you down comes out, and he's got like a can of gas, and he's like, "Go ahead to give them a few liters."
You need us to help you load that stuff?
No, don't worry, they load just fine. And he's like, poof, he's like the guy's up there, like one of them drops the other side, and the other guy starts yelling. It's like in Russian. I wish I knew some good swear words in Russian to yell right now, but he starts yelling at him in Russian. And he's like, "What are you doing? Be careful, be careful, be careful." Idiots. Are you all from Krakow, then?
I originally come from a small village outside. This is my cousin, who was visiting at the time. Everything happened.
So, you've been in Krakow long, or are you new here?
We've been here some time.
How you like?
It's better than outside.
Well, yes, definitely. Much better than outside. And he yells back again at them. He's like, hurry up. Now, hopefully this man is smarter than the ones I have working for me. They are,
Oh, of course,
Yes.
yeah. It's hard to find good help, they say, yeah?
It is hard to find good help, yes.
Yeah, no, my cousin here is good driver. Very good driver. And I am very good mechanic, so we work as good team, you know?
Good, good.
Yeah, Miss Stan over there, he can fix anything.
He could fix anything, you say?
I'm very good with hands, very good with machines and electronics.
This is all in Polish. I'm doing the accent in Russian to...
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, any kind of engines you have or electronics, I'm very good with these things. So if you would like to make a deal with these things, if you have something broken, I can fix it. But it's not for free, of course. You
Good
understand.
to know, good to know. Where are you staying? Maybe I contact you and if I need
Yeah.
something fixed.
Of course, yeah. No, we're staying near the church on
Yep,
the main road down
yep,
around
yep.
the corner.
On the other side of Old Town. Yep,
Go straight across Old Town.
yep,
Right
yep.
there.
Oh, yes, I think I've seen that before. Chris, roll a persuasion roll, by the way.
Any pluses for the perfect?
I think you just get...
It just allows you to do it, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah. I don't think you get a bonus for it. I think you just get to roll it.
All right, so that's a straight B. That is a 9, so that is a success.
Okay.
Get him, Dale.
I speak perfect Polish, even though I sound like a redneck speaking Polish.
Your friend here is very odd.
No, Chris, the player, is still doing the redneck voice.
His strange meta commentary to the moment.
He spends a lot of time in the country. He's
Seems like it.
yeah.
All right, well, you are all loaded up, I guess. So, did they give you address to drop off or just general area?
We have a grid square.
All right, what you are looking for is place called The Bunker, is what you are looking for. Here is address, is at this intersection. That is what you are looking for.
All right. Okay. All right.
You will know when you see because is in area where fucked, basically. Is all fucked. And that one area, you will see one building surrounded by blocks of nothing. A whole bunch of rubble. That is your one building.
Okay.
We're very used to things being all fucked around here, so we get it. Is there anybody specific we're supposed to ask for?
The owner. You're supposed to talk to the owner there.
Okay. Do these need covered for waterproofing?
No, they are fine. They are fine. Do not worry. Just, don't leave out in the rain.
Okay. If it starts raining, we are not... Here is thing, okay? We are not liable for damage from weather, okay? You know tarp? This is not our fault.
Well, you may not be liable, but, it still may not be good. So just don't get wet.
Okay.
Just hurry
all right.
before it starts raining.
Well, it's... Okay, we have no control. I'm just saying.
Miss Stan, let's just get this out of here.
Also, if you hit bumps, take slow. Very slow.
Things go boom.
Just go slow on bumps.
Understood, sir.
I would very much like to roll a tech roll.
It's wooden crates.
Yeah, fair. All right.
with little locks on them.
I think the ref's fucking with the player.
Roll a persuasion roll.
Yeah. No, I don't want to. I don't actually want to know what's in them. All right. Fuck it. Let's go.
All right. So you guys start heading back the other way. Roll me a driving roll and a recon roll. Actually, I think I should be making you roll a driving roll for each hex, but whatever. I'm not going to slow shit down that much.
Driving rule. 3 successes.
Okay. Good. And a recon roll.
No successes and a 1.
We're so gonna hit an IED at some point.
All right, so you're going along. Tell me what this looks like. You guys driving along.
Harrison's like nervous because he got a feeling that these were bad dudes. So he's like, Miss Stan, we needed to get this stuff there. I didn't like the look of those guys. I know they were Russians, but he kind of intimated that we be in trouble if we don't get this stuff there in good shape.
I don't know if we'd get in trouble. But, do you remember when you came to my village and after the battle, your friends started cutting a man's toes off?
Was it his toes? I thought it was his fingers. Yeah.
Toes.
Yeah. I remember that, Miss Stan. I did not like that one bit.
These men are no different. As long as we stay true to what we do, we should have no problems with them.
I understand, Mr. Stan. And I want to keep my fingers and toeses.
Right then, as you're talking with Mr. Stanislav, all of a sudden you hear, "Dum, dum, dum, dum," as the truck runs something over. And we're going to cut back over to Jablonski and Emmett and Murph and everybody else. So you're having to go around the roadblock. So someone roll me a survival roll to go around that.
I'm unconscious.
Yep.
Emmett, I don't remember. How's your survival?
Oh, also roll me a d6 for what the weather's doing right now. Because we're going to the next shift at this point.
Kyle, that's you.
Yeah, that's you.
Ooh, that's right.
You're still doing weather. I don't care if you're conscious or not.
Wake up, weatherman.
Your subconscious is controlling the weather.
A 3. The weather remains the same.
Still sunny.
My survival is a C and a C.
I got a B and a D.
Which...
So who do you want to do the navigating? Someone's got to roll navigate and someone's got to roll recon, and they can be the same person.
I'll definitely roll the recon.
Yeah, you'll definitely roll that. I'm a D and a C for that.
Can they wake me up to roll survival?
No.
Wake me up to roll survival.
I think I'll do recon, you do survival.
All right, that works.
I think the odds are better because of the D is not good.
Double ones.
Ow.
Oof. Okay. Did you want a recon as well?
Wait, was that the recon or the survival?
The survival's a double one.
Okay. Do you want to try to push that roll? But you don't. Do you still have tokens left, or did you spend them all on?
No, I still have tokens left. But no.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys get lost then. That's basically what happens. All right. So, roll me recon roll.
I did. I got no successes.
Okay.
Can I push that, or is that passive?
It's passive.
Okay.
All right. We already did those two. Sorry, I'm reading the encounter card.
You're visited by a ghost of Christmas past.
All right. This is what I need. Chris, I need you to roll me a d6. Because I'm assuming your point, right?
Yes.
Okay.
3.
Emmett, roll me a d6.
Also a 3.
Emmett, roll me a d6 for Rogers. Or, I'm sorry, Brian, roll me a d6 for Rogers.
5.
And now, Kyle, roll me a d6 for the little girl.
3.
Okay. Everything seems fine. You guys travel about 10 kilometers and realize you're lost. By the way, that was a roadside bomb. If any of you had rolled a 1, they were going to set that off. But you guys walked right by and didn't notice it, so.
Oh, I hate this game so much.
Hey, we're oblivious. We don't know.
You don't even know. They don't even know. You know.
Yeah.
You guys know, but they don't know. And yeah, you realize after a little bit that you all were lost, and you're straight north of where you wanted to be. You meant to be further south to try to go into town. By the time you're going to make it into Krakow at this point, it's going to be heading into evening. So let me actually put you all on the map. Those of you that are traveling in the countryside, trying to get to Krakow.
Yeah.
Here we go. So y'all are here, about 20 kilometers straight north of Krakow at this point, and we're heading into the daytime.
Heading into evening.
Well, it's where, what I'm saying is, when you get to Krakow, it'll be the beginning of the evening shift.
Okay, I gotcha. Sorry, trying to follow along the timeline.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Like, moving one hex to the south will be the second part of the daytime shift.
Right,
Yeah.
I gotcha. Well, then that's what we're still going to try and do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got to keep moving, but we might have to hunker down and take a break and try to get in there in the morning. We don't want to approach them at night at the checkpoint.
I mean, it'll be the beginning part of evening. The sun won't be set yet.
Yeah, and I don't know that we got much choice. I mean, at this point, we're risking starvation, and ain't nobody going to recover anything, even if we stop. So, best thing we can do is try and push until we get there.
Rogers, what do you think as far as getting past the guards and everything, getting us in there? Especially with Jablonski being so sick.
Yeah, I mean, he really is not looking well. He's not looking well at all. Once we get to the checkpoint, I can talk to him, and I think I should be able to get us in, so...
All right, then yeah, Emmett, you're right. Let's just make our way there.
Yeah, we're going to keep trying to push south back towards the city.
Okay. All right, so as you guys are walking along, Rogers does explain to you that whole northern side of Krakow, when you first come in from the north, is kind of a refugee camp before you actually get into Krakow. Like, that's what's kind of there. That's where a lot of people who haven't been able to make it into Krakow, that's where they end up, is in that little area right there. So
we can kind of fit right in.
Right. So there is a checkpoint to get in from there. Warzowski, something like that. That's the name of the neighborhood. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but you know. But that's what that neighborhood is, and it's kind of like I said, it's like a refugee camp where people have kind of like, who haven't been able to get in, that's where they're kind of like making do and making camp. And he said that's one of the areas where some of the doctors will go out to and try to treat, refugees. Like, that's where they go. Like, people that aren't able to make it in for some reason.
Emmett, what's your thoughts or plan when we get there? We're going to try to find the Padre that we were with earlier, try to find the consulate. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean,
A doctor?
yeah, well, I mean, we all need medical attention, but I would say the best thing that we would have is to head to the same church that Roberts was at. Or where Roberts was going, the Father Roberts.
Yeah.
But that's where, well, I mean, that's last known whereabouts of Harrison, and so if we can head there, they seem to, from the sounds of it at least, find a little bit of hope, I guess.
Yeah, I was hoping to find some charity for once in this godforsaken country.
I mean, it's the last known whereabouts of the rest of us, kind of thing, and that's where word's supposed to come back as far as whether or not anybody's heard anything about Keanu. So, to me, that seems like the best place for us to head if we can get there, and I'm hoping the Reverend here will get us there.
All right, so I need a recon roll.
You, Murph.
One success on the recon.
Okay. All right, so as you're heading south, you you're going along, and up ahead, you can see, like you've been going past houses, and like the houses start to get like more and more houses, but I mean not like still standing ones, but more like remnants of where people were. And it seems like any area you come across, like people have evacuated this area right around it and have like probably heading into Krakow. Like you don't really just see people around, but what you do see is up a little ways, probably about a click and a half ahead, you see a house on fire.
Always fire.
You said it. You said it's up along the way.
Yeah, like about a click and a half up.
Knowing what's happened the last couple of times, I would say we try and get out around without being seen.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I don't know what started that fire, but I know we didn't. So,
Is there action around the house on fire?
You just see a house on fire about a click and a half up.
So you want to give it a wide berth?
I would say that's probably our best bet. We are in no way, shape, or form ready to do anything about it.
Circumventing it's kind of going to push you. It's going to waste a hex of movement, essentially.
We can't afford to waste that hex of movement. We're going to have to just go for it.
I agree.
Between the little girl and me dragging this guy on my back, we got to just go for it.
So you can either waste the hex, or Emmett can try to roll a recon roll to not get spotted as you guys are going past there. That's basically going to be your options.
Emmett's got to roll recon.
Mm-hmm. But it is a pushable version of recon because it's the sneaky one, not the do you see something.
All right, Emmett's going for it. That's a D and a C. 1 success.
Okay. You said 1 success?
Yes.
Okay. So describe to me what that looks like. Like how are you guys sneaking past, basically, without having to take a wide berth? Flavor-wise.
Well, I mean, you said it was kind of, we're moving into more established neighborhoods. So,
What would have been.
Right.
Yeah.
What would have been. So, I mean, really, it's where the fire that we see is, it's kind of like moving to the other side and kind of trying to move up the alley of where, like, the other houses would have been, kind of in, like, the rear easement of the houses across the street, trying to kind of stay behind whatever pieces of structure that are there, and hoping that, you know what I mean, the fire itself is drawing enough attention that we might be able to kind of move past in a like one house over kind of scenario.
Mm-hmm. So as you're sneaking along, you see a group of civilians with weapons, like shotguns and clubs and shit like that, and they're headed towards this house that's on fire. But they seem to have not noticed you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we want to avoid people at all costs, especially around fires.
Oh, I hate this game. I can't do this.
All right, and it's going to be the first part of the evening shift. All right, so we cut back over to Harrison and Stanislav. And they're driving along. And boom, boom, boom. That was what happened where we cut away from them. And you hear like a dog yelp. And you see like 4 or 5 other dogs like run across as like you slam on the brakes after you hit one of the dogs. And they all start just like barking at you. What do you do?
Oh, man, Stan, we just hit a dog. They came out of nowhere. Oh, I feel terrible, but I don't think we should stop.
The rest of them dogs are starting to come at the car, starting to come at the truck.
No, you're right, Harrison. Let's keep moving. We don't want anything with these dogs. Let's just keep going.
Yeah, he slams on the gas. Get out of here.
All right. Roll me another recon roll and a driving roll.
3 successes on driving.
Uh-huh.
No successes on recon. 5 and a 5.
Okay. So as you're going along, you take a corner, and as soon as you do, you come back through and you notice a group of people out in the streets. They appear to be probably civilians, and they kind of block the road, and they have weapons, and they're standing in front of you in the road. What do you do?
He honks the horn and says, in perfect Polish, mind you, "Get out the way, please! Get out the way, please!"
Pull up.
Miss Stan, you good with this?
We'll see how it goes, but we'll pull up for now. If we need to, stay ready, okay?
I'll gun it if you tell me to.
All right. If anything, if it turns violent, floor it and we go, okay?
Yeah, we're not giving up this cargo. That would not be good for us. So yeah, he pulls up.
Hey, what is going on, my friends?
Hey, this is our area, and there's a toll to go through here. We saw you drive through the first time. Mistakes are made, and that's fine.
Oh, we did not know.
But this time we see you. Just saying, there's a toll to drive through this road.
What is it you are looking for?
What do you have to trade? What do you have? I guess.
We have very little to trade, but I have skills. I am willing to trade skills. If you have machines, I can fix. If you have electronics, I can fix. I can fix these things if you have any of these things. I can build. I make things. I can trade goods. I can trade my services for passage. Okay?
Roll me a persuasion roll. Add a -1.
At a -1. That is a B and a D. 1 success.
I mean, skills are not all that useful. Yes, you can fix things, but I have people. This man right here, he can fix things too.
No, but I am excellent at fixing things.
I mean, I was thinking more along the lines of some fuel. Ammunition, if you have it.
How much fuel?
2 liters.
We can spare 2 liters. Is deal? And he hands out his hand to shake.
Is deal. Spits in it.
Same.
Okay. Shakes hands. And he whistles. And another guy comes out with a siphon and a jerry can to put some fuel in.
So, how are things in this area? If we come through here again, who do we need to talk to make sure everything is square?
You would talk to me, of course.
Talk to you? Okay. Where do you normally stay? And what is your name? It's fine. You can wreck on it. He's just trying to be friendly and make friends.
Polish name generator for random fucking NPC card. Damn, dude.
I don't, it's irrelevant. Okay, we don't have to name this character, but.
No, we're naming him now. He's
right,
getting named. Roll me a D26.
A D26.
Miss Stan, should we offer him our services in future? Maybe build up that
I got a 4.
customer base? Get our names out there?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to, let them know that we can fix things.
His name is Spishik.
Spishik. All right, cool. Yeah, no, next time we come through, is always 2 liters, or does toll change? Because as need basis, I understand.
I mean, economy fluctuates, so it depends on the day.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay, but I just want to stay on good terms. We may or may not be through here more, and we profit, you profit,
Of course. And he waves you on. The guy behind that was getting the fuel out of the tank, waves and signals and sends you guys on your way.
Okay.
He's like, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Jankowski.
Stanislav. You can call me Stanislav. Most people call me Stanislav.
Thank you very much, Stanislav.
Of course, yeah. You have good day, all right?
You too. And they send you on your way. And drive and roll. Recon roll, Chris. Both things.
We'll do recon roll first since the first roll seems to be good. Nope.
Okay.
Don't break the truck.
Wait, was that the driving roll or the...
That was the recon.
Okay.
And the driving roll, I got 2 successes.
We're too busy bullshitting in the cab is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, roll me a d6.
Fuck.
Oof. 1.
So you're going along. What are you guys talking about?
What's the weather?
It's bright and sunny.
It's bright and sunny. You know, I had a horse once, Harrison. You know, I'm actually a decent horse rider, and that was before we got the truck, and you know, it was trained pretty well. You know, I could pull a cart, and that's how Brigida and I would get around. But you know, this horse, it just started getting kind of old, and you know, as things go. But no, when I first got him, he was so fast.
We had some neighbors at the neighboring farm that raised horses. I was kind of scared of them a little bit because they're strong and fast, like you said. But I like to watch them. I just don't like getting too close.
Oh, this one, he would bite sometimes, but he only bit me once. Only once. He never did it again, because I made it very clear to him that biting was not to be allowed. But every once in a while, he would be, you know, tethered up, and someone would try to pet him or whatever, and then he would typically bite them, or at least pull on their clothes some.
I heard they can kick people too, and it's really dangerous.
Horses do kick. They do kick very hard.
We cut back over to Jablonski, Emmett, and Murphy coming into the north side of town in the evening. And you guys start coming up, and you guys are coming into that area that I was talking about. And Rogers is like, yeah, see up ahead, you can see tents, and like it's like a shanty town essentially. You can just see like rubble, and like people have just made like makeshift structures, and there's a whole fucking bunch of people. The closer you get, you see a whole bunch of people, but you have not hit a checkpoint yet. But Rogers explains to you that the checkpoint actually is like on the other side of all of this. So you guys are coming up on this shanty town on the outskirts of Krakow. What do y'all want to do?
This is the point where we need you, Rogers. You lead the way.
Well, I mean, we got to get past all this before we can do anything.
All right. Well, like I said, you lead the way. You got to get us to where we're headed.
Roger's like, yeah, sure, no problem. And he starts leading you in, and you guys are walking through, and you see people that are pretty destitute. Occasionally you'll go by and you'll see like people that are like small little, not so much markets, but you know, people that are like trying to trade for whatever, or I mean, it's relatively disorganized. It's just a fucking shanty town. Like that's what you'd imagine it would look like. And like maybe Prohibition era, you know, style town, just like a refugee camp. And you can see people bustling around, and like it's a few blocks before you would get to the actual like checkpoint. He's like, yeah, it's a ways up. I mean, it's still like, it's down the road, probably about half a click or so before we'll get there.
All right, everybody, just keep your head on a swivel. Everybody stay tight. I would try and keep the little girl kind of close to me and in between kind of me and Murph, just to make sure, you know, with all this movement and the extra, the people and everything, like, let's everybody just kind of try and keep it close, and let's just keep our eyes on the goal here. Just keep moving.
All right, so as you're coming through Emmett, Murph, you see another American in like fatigues, wearing obvious like, American uniform. I'm assuming American. Am I guessing too much? Kyle, is that what you're right?
Yep.
You want to go? Okay. All right. You see an American soldier. What do you do?
Now's the time to be a captain.
I've already got a couple 100 pounds of dead weight on me.
But you see them too, Kyle. You see them walking your way.
Okay.
So what, is he just sitting there, or?
He's probably going somewhere. I don't know where he's going. I was going to leave that open to Kyle to kind of fill in the gaps.
Yeah, so are they coming along the refugee side? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, they're going through the refugee camp to go to the checkpoint. You know that past the refugee camp, there is a checkpoint to go into the city, right? But you've been in the refugee camp for a while now. You haven't been able to get in yet.
What's his rank?
Second lieutenant.
But yeah, so you can see he's a second lieutenant.
Hey, soldier.
Hey, how's it going?
This is now my favorite interaction we've had ever. Translation, what they said to each other was closer to like, hey, Lieutenant. Yes, sir.
It could have been that. He was drafted, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Hey, we're looking to get ourselves into the city here. We're pretty tore up.
You guys look like hell. Look like you've been through the ringer.
It is hell. This whole place is. Is there, by any chance, food, water, or a chance that you might be able to get us to the checkpoint to get into the city? We're trying to seek refuge.
I can absolutely tell you where the checkpoint is and where to get into the city. As for actually being able to get in there, good luck.
I don't need you for that. We're hoping Rogers here can get us in for that.
All right, well, then follow me. Let's head this way. We've got just a little bit way to walk. Let's see what happens.
I appreciate it.
All right, so you guys start getting closer to the checkpoint, and you see that there's like groups of people that are trying to go up through the checkpoint. And it's the same thing, like it funnels in, like they have it barricaded off on the sides and kind of funnels into this one point. And there's like signs that if you go this way too far, there's mines, right? And so the camp isn't mined, but like, around it is and funnels in. You can see all these signs that are like, hey, go this way and get your ass blown off, basically. And you start headed towards the checkpoint, and there's a whole group of people that are up there. You can hear a whole bunch of commotion, like people talking loudly across it, and you see 3 squads worth of the Polish Guard. You can see the red armbands on them, and they're standing there like screening people like one at a time, taking them through these like checkpoints, and they have various stages that they have to go through to get there. And Roger's like, all right, let me go up and talk to him. I'll see what I can do. I'll try to get us all past, okay?
Yeah, you're up, Padre.
All right. So you see Rogers start walking up towards the checkpoint.
I didn't know my day was going to start with a priest, a dead guy, and a little girl come walking in to my camp. So, is this guy okay? What's going on here?
He worked for the church already in town, and we ran into him outside the city. He said he might be able to get us back in. We've been through the ringer here, and this is our last shred of hope here.
Hopefully he's got a way in, because they're not just, letting anybody in. They're a little guarded and gated. I've been here for a few weeks.
How'd you make your way here?
Got separated from my unit when everything went crazy. Ended up being actually, part of a caravan of people that were just walking through here. A few Polish, a couple American soldiers. Once we got here, everybody went their separate ways, and I was stuck by myself.
You got any weapons?
I got my trusty little sidearm here and my hunting knife. That's about it. Lost my rifle when got picked up about 3 weeks before we got here. Ran into a group of Russian soldiers that stripped everything, but they didn't seem too interested in my sidearm, so I got to keep that.
Yeah, a lot of that going around.
But name's Bruce, Joe Bruce. Got drafted in out of Virginia. Came here, and everybody I came with, I assume, is either dead or lost.
As this conversation is going on, in the background, you can hear the loud crowd noise from closer to the gate. You can see Rogers up there trying to talk to one of the guards. And you see other people trying to push their way up to get past the checkpoint. On the other side of the checkpoint, you can see like this tent. And all the guys at the checkpoint are now like kind of holding people back. They have the gate across and people are trying to like push their way up in. And all of a sudden you hear it starts getting louder and louder and louder and louder. The voices of people just like yelling at the guards yelling back at them. All of a sudden you hear, Ka! You hear one round go off. Then you hear, as they like open up. We cut away to Stanislav and Harrison. And they're going along. All of a sudden we hear, boom! And you guys are going to have to roll for, I'm going to need you guys to roll something for me.
Our cargo just blew up.
No, that's not what happened.
We hit an IED.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
I thought the Puerto Rico... Oh, that makes way more sense.
Pay attention to the rules, man.
Yeah. Yep. That's what happened. Let me figure out what it is.
But that also could mean that our whatever the fuck is in the bed of the truck could do something.
Let's hope it was minor.
All right, roll me a d6. Actually, first, Chris, before anything else.
6. That would have been nice a little while ago.
Yeah, and it's probably the worst option now.
Of course it is.
Because I was like, I don't know how powerful of a thing it is. Let's see. Roll me a d6. Oh, okay. What's the armor rating on the truck?
For which part of it?
Underneath? What's the rear?
Rear 1.
1. Okay. Chris, roll me a two d10s.
No.
Fucking shit snack.
Yeah.
We just fucking hit a 155.
6 and a 5.
A 6 and a 5?
Correct.
All right. Jeremy, roll me 2 d10s.
Yeah, okay. If this is where Stanislav and Harrison die, that's still kind of amazing. I got a 1 and a 10.
All right, so we hear, boo! We cut away.
Cut away to what? It's all screwed.
We see a small stone room, right? And it's dark inside. We hear, poof, poof, poof. We hear explosions happening outside. The walls are shaking and like rubble's coming off of these stone walls. And we look over and we see Anna. And she's in a cell still. And you hear the door open up. You're, poof, and it's Oscar. And he's like, Anna, quick, let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
Okay.
And they start running down, but outside you just hear boof, boof, boof. You can hear the sound of artillery coming in, and gunfire going off. And you can see Jacob running down the hall ahead of Anna and Oscar, and a whole bunch of these civilians are just bolting right? And Oscar was like pulling people out of like the cells underneath. He's like, come, let's go. And they're running, just boom, 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 boom. And all of a sudden, boom, explosion. We see rubble land on top of Oscar.